Selling the Dream, a stuffed wombat production.
Tonight, the Shirehampton Stuffed Wombat Society... hang on, it might not be night time.
It could be.
Why not just say now?
Because the temptation to write is the winter of our discontent is too strong. Look, just get on with it.
OK, fair enough. Tonight, the Shirehampton Stuffed Wombat Society are joined by an all-star cast to bring you... Oi, you at the back, stop yawning. Thank you. To bring you their performance of Selling the Dream. On the off chance that there are any actual listeners, please be aware that the following work contains scenes that some might find confusing, if not downright weird. Those of you who are sensitive to flashing lights should probably get them fixed. Because, as smarter listeners will have spotted, this is an audio production. Anyway, that's enough of that. The sooner we start, the sooner you can get on with something more fulfilling. Two men of advancing years sit in a pub chatting. The testament to their drinking spree is arrayed on the table before them. The quality and coherence of their speech is strongly correlated to the volume of alcohol they've consumed. Before we eavesdrop on their conversation, it's worth mentioning the decor. The wallpaper has a very unusual baked bean theme to it. Clearly, some people have very peculiar tastes.
And my gas bill was like, bazillion percent, and it's much warmer down the pub.
Absolutely, old boy. I ask you, what's the government doing about it?
Why are you asking me? I don't work for the Exchequer.
I knew that. That would be a dull job.
What? Being in charge of all that money?
No, checking eggs.
Why would you check eggs? Excuse me.
To see if they were in the same basket? I don't know.
Good idea. Sorry. Why are we talking about eggs?
You started it. As announcer for this show, I feel it's my duty to step in and save the listener from further exposure to this drivel. To save time, I'll fast-forward you to their walk home, though, to be honest, I might as well skip the whole bloody play. But then again, I'd be out of a job pretty quickly. Did you just hear a voice?
Yes, yours.
It did sound a lot like me. I must stop talking to myself.
You know, the web is so amazing. Guess what I found yesterday? Go on, you'll never guess.
Pictures of tractors?
Why would I be looking at tractors?
Porn, then.
What? No, not porn. Try again.
Tractor porn.
Is that even a thing? No, be serious.
Is there any point? You said I'll never guess.
Go on.
Cute cat videos.
Close.
Really?
No, not really.
I give up then. What was this amazing thing you found on the web?
A website of somebody's dreams. www.dramaticus.org.
I can't think of anything more boring than other people's dreams. They're never as vivid as they are to the person who dreamt them.
Well, whoever they are, they have some pretty wacky dreams. It's well written too.
Your point being?
Gave me a money-making idea.
Go on.
Use the material as the basis for a TV sci-fi series. We could flesh out a couple of them and sell the idea to Netflix, Disney Plus or Amazon Prime.
I think that's a bit ambitious.
OK, Dave then.
I still think... Oh, look, it's probably plagiarism, if not outright theft anyway.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Never mind.
OK, in that case, we'll have to do all the dreaming ourselves.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
Friends of yours?
Never seen them before in my life.
They must be off to an underwater fancy dress party. Those tentacles were very realistic, but the prawn heads look totally unconvincing.
I can't keep up with these newfangled modes of transport.
What do you mean?
The scooters they were on. No wheels. They just seem to float just above the ground.
Can't say I noticed. You probably imagined it.
Look, you're the one who had 6 pints of Skull Crusher. I'm fairly sober, if you don't mind.
Sorry, anyway, back to this dream project. I think we should keep a record of what we dream and write them up into mini scripts.
But even if I remember my dreams, they're always incredibly dull.
Well, perhaps we should experiment. I read somewhere that eating cheese is supposed to give you really vivid dreams, so let's do that. I'll try cheddar, Cheshire and Caerphilly. You can go for Camembert, Roquefort and Stinking Bishop.
Thanks a bundle. Why do I get the smelly ones? Mug? Mug, you've turned into a cow.
Moot and Cadet would go well with Camembert.
How did you do that?
Do what?
You turned into a cow, then you weren't.
Perhaps it's you that's had too much to drink.
What? Where am I?
Dick, your phone's ringing.
Oh. Hello?
Morning, Zung.
Who are you?
It's me, Mugg.
No, not you. Her. She's got no clothes on.
How should I know, old boy? Didn't you ask her?
I don't know. Excuse me, miss.
Lara.
Right, Lara, who are you?
I just told you, Lara.
Right. Okay. Mug, she's called Lara.
I heard. Must have been a good night. I'll leave you two lovebirds to it. Don't forget to write down any dreams you have. See you at Tina's at 2 p.m. sharp. Bye for now.
Wait, Mug, don't leave me. Hello? Crikey.
Poor Dicky Poos. You do look a bit shocked. Let me go and make us a cup of tea. Avert your eyes, though, you naughty boy.
Crumbs, right-ho.
Back in a tick.
Just a sec. Oh, hello?
Morning, Zung. Just wanted to check you're okay. Bit of a heavy night last night, wasn't it?
Must have been. Didn't I?
Look, I was just ringing to remind you to write down your dreams. Don't forget that we're meeting at Tina's for lunch.
Yes, you said. What time is it?
2:30. See you at 1. Don't be late. Toodle-pip.
Are you ready to order, sir?
But I'm still in bed.
That's on your reclining chair, sir.
But I've got a duvet over me.
I think, if you look carefully, you'll find it's a blanket. We bring them out to keep our customers warm. It's a bit nippy today, isn't it? What about you, sir? Madams, have you had a chance to look at our menu?
I'll have leg of leopard with compote of cactus, please. What do you fancy, Freckles?
Oh, it's too hard. You choose for me.
Crikey, Mug, that's Princess.
No, this is Lotta. She works in the Department of Synesthesia Studies at the University of Rapine. Dr. Freckles, this is my old friend Dick Zung. Zung, this is my wife Lotta.
Pleased to meet you, Dick.
Pleased to meet you too. Wait, Mug, when did you get married? You promised me I could be your best man.
Can I take your order, please? I have other customers waiting.
Could I have the grilled wildebeest with watermelon and wasabi, please? You should call it grilled-a-beast, you know. Dicky, what are you going to have?
Ah, where did you come from?
Last Friday.
What? Crumbs. Put some clothes on. You'll have someone's eye out with those.
How are the dreams going, Dick? Did the stinking bishop stimulate the old nocturnal juices?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I, for one, had some splendid dreams.
Oh, sorry, I see. I don't know. What did you dream of, Mug?
Look, can I assume you want the beans, sirs? Then I can get your order in.
That would be excellent, thank you. Has anyone told you that you look about 12?
Yes, sir, my parents.
Sweet girl.
Have a jelly, baby.
That's broken my dream. We'd all gone on holiday together. Me, you, Lotta and Lara. We arrived at this spooky old house and found the front door unlocked. The entrance hall had a wood-panelled floor and black and white tiles on the wall. Oh, and there was an ornate staircase that led to a floating kitchen with a massive table and a lightning conductor that stretched up into the blackness.
Ooh, how mysterious.
Indeed. We rang the bell at reception, and a person in a white coat appeared and told us it was a psychiatric hospital. But he was lying. When he took us upstairs...
Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
When he took us upstairs to the kitchen, we found there were rows and rows of cots filled with babies of all different colours. Lara picked one up and found it was made of jelly. We were all absolutely starving because the werewolves had eaten our Marmite sandwiches, so we took a baby each and chewed its head off. Lotta said it tasted a lot like chicken.
That's not unusual, sir. Everything tastes like chicken. Except chicken, of course. That tastes like...
Can you hurry up? I'm bored.
Coming, chef. I'll be back with your bill.
That was a lovely meal. Sorry I can't stick around to hear your dream, darling. I have another alien artefact to dig up.
Not if I have my way, missy. Bloody cheek! Who's she to decide whether something's alien or not?
So, Zung, we haven't heard your dream yet. Anything to report?
I don't know.
Perhaps cheese isn't your thing. How about trying, I don't know, oysters?
Aren't they supposed to be an aphrodisiac?
Unrequited lust should make for some very interesting dreams.
Crumbs, what would Lara say?
Lara who?
The lady who just left.
You mean the waitress?
No, there were 4 of us. You, me, Lara, and Dr. Freckles.
Doctor who?
I think you said she was called Lotta. Goodness, she's disappeared too.
I think you need to lie down. This project is clearly overtaxing your imagination.
Nanny, is that you? Have you ironed my suit of armour? I can't go to school without my... Oh, crumbs. What time is it?
At the third stroke, it will be 8:15, and that's the time that it's always been.
Thanks. What? Who said that?
Me. I'm Tim, the speaking clock. I lost my job at the telephone exchange, so now I take part-time jobs wherever I can find them. Sorry, mustache, I have another announcement to make.
OK. Look, before you go, could you remind me when it's lunchtime? I have to meet a friend.
In my lunch hour?
Well, yes.
Fair enough. But overtime is time and a half.
OK. Oh, he's clocked off.
Don't forget you need to buy some oysters.
You again.
I won't bring you breakfast in bed again if you're going to be like that.
Sorry, you took me by surprise. I see you've got some clothes on at last, albeit one's made entirely from pages of the Daily Mail. Goodness, I can see you're Alex Brummer.
I can take them off again if you like.
No, probably best not to.
Don't worry, I'll get it. You enjoy your breakfast. Hello, can I help you?
Is Mr. Zung in?
Yes, he's upstairs in bed. Are you his mum?
I am most certainly not. Tell him it's Miss Lovelace. I'd like to have a word, if I may.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I'll just call him. He'll be right down. Dicky Poos, it's Miss Lovelace for you.
Just a tick. Good morning, Miss Lovelace. What can I do for you?
Good morning, Mr. Zung. I've come to offer my services. I met your friend Major General Mugg last night at the roller disco, and he mentioned your little dream project.
Mugg at a roller disco? Are you sure?
Yes, he's quite the mover. His double axel is particularly impressive. As for his rexing, well...
Miss Lovelace, could we get back to the subject of your visit? In fact, can we get back to anything that takes my mind off Mugg's rexing?
Certainly. Mr. Babbage and I have been working on a magnetocranial input-output device, and I'm looking for subjects to test it on.
What in God's name is a magnetocranial input-output device when it's at home?
In layman's terms, it's a bowler hat that reads people's minds. That's the output portion.
Right. So what does the input bit do? No, let me guess. It writes thoughts into people's minds.
Precisely.
Look, I'm a bit uncomfortable with that. Could you bring the device round first for me to have a look at?
Unfortunately not. Given the device contains 1/2 ton of magnets and requires a 5,000-volt power supply, it's not exactly portable.
Look, I'm not terribly keen on being crushed and zapped with 5,000 volts. Why don't you try it on Mugg instead?
He said you were the perfect candidate. Something about there being less to lose if anything went wrong.
Did he?
Yes.
Right. Well, thank you for your kind offer, Miss Lovelace, but I think I'll stick to the current plan. I'll be popping out for some oysters shortly. Good day to you, Miss Lovelace.
Amber Relief staff to the checkouts, please.
Ah, Zung, I see you've got the oysters.
Yes, and I've got a bone to pick with you.
Missing buttons to the clothing aisle, please.
Crumbs, you've got a large cat in your shopping trolley. I didn't know they sold cats at Tesco.
I always bring Sparkle with me when I go shopping. She's brilliant at picking out the freshest fish, aren't you, darling?
If you say so.
Mug?
Are you okay? You look a bit pale.
Sparkle, she just spoke.
Hungry mice to the cheese counter, please.
Well, of course she did. It's so much easier communicating with her since I gave her the voice box implant.
Those oysters are past their best.
Are they? Right, maybe I should just stick with what I know.
Probably a wise move. What did you have in mind?
Well, you can't go wrong with beans.
Beans make your bottom explode.
Pardon me?
Exactly.
All chefs to the hot food counter, please.
Sorry, I must dash.
Why would they need all the chefs to come to the hot food counter?
There must be some broth to spoil.
And now on Radio 4, the food programme. Today we're talking about how to make the perfect marshmallow.
Why don't you try one? You can't beat a nice, soft, fluffy marshmallow. Here.
Oh, go on then. Oh. It's a bit chewy. Very, feathery. Oh, crikey. What have I done to my pillow? Blimey. Oh, crumbs. What a dream. Quick, where's my notepad? I need to write this down. I must get Mugg on the phone and tell him all about it.
Cheers. What's so urgent that you wanted to see me down the pub? At lunchtime?
I had this amazing dream.
Was it the one about being locked in the school tuck shop where you get to eat all the Mars bars for free?
No.
How about the one where you go swimming in a lake of baked beans?
No. Look, it was far more vivid and detailed than that. In my dream, you suggest that we can make money by turning our dreams into sci-fi scripts and selling them to the streaming services.
Well, obviously I have all the best ideas.
It was my bloody dream. I dreamt that you said it, so it must be my idea.
If you say so.
Look, I've written up a script of all the bits I can remember.
You're serious, aren't you?
Absolutely, old boy.
It's your lucky day, then. I think that's the local Am-Dram Society at the bar. I believe they're rehearsing a Midsummer Night's Dream. How apt.
Must be an omen.
Damien?
No, a good one.
Do you want me to show them your script, see if I can get their opinion?
Would you, old boy?
Anything for my oldest friend. You sit tight and I'll go over and have a chat with them. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt, but aren't you members of the local Amateur Dramatic Society?
Hello, we've got a fan here.
I expect he recognises me from my bottom.
He probably wants free tickets to our next production.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm not a big Shakespeare fan. Adams is more my thing. Look, I was wondering if you'd cast an eye over this script my friend has written. See if it's got legs and whatnot. We were thinking...
OK, give it here then. Blah, 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 blah. A bit Kafkaesque. Blah, 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 blah. Hints of Ionesco. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, right.
Any good?
Complete and utter bollocks.
So, what did they say?
They said it needs a little more work.
Honestly?
No. Can I get you another pint?
Keep 'em coming, old boy. Keep 'em coming. Selling the Dream was written by Tim Reed and starred Richard Hall as the announcer, Dick Zung and Alien Bill. Tim Reed was the author, Timothy Mugg and Alien Ben. Sam McCann was Lara. Hazel Hall was Lotta Freckles. Florence Smith was the waitress. Freddie Gorton was the chef. Paddy Fowler was the speaking clock. Jill Barrington was Miss Lovelace. Sarah Gorton was the supermarket tannoy. Beth McCann was Sparkle. Cindy Reed was the first actor, and Jackie McRae was the second actor. Sound effects were by complete accident, and it was a stuffed wombat production.